Okay, so the weird mechanic type thing that I'm allowing you all to do is so this is probably going to take over the course of 5 nights. Originally it was going to be 7, but I figured we did not have time for all 7 nights. And each night you get to pick one of 4 NPCs to assist in some way, and then the following night they are unable to assist you. The 4 NPCs are Hack, Hardedge, Granny Fenry, and the Smith. They are the 4 characters right here. No, wait, right here. Sorry.
I don't.
They got mixed up. They are now standing in a square.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Do we have any information on them?
Granny is a little old lady. The Smith is good at using ranged weapons. There's a ranged weapon and some strange arcano-technology weaponry sort of thing. Hack is one of the local lumberjacks. You've seen him be really good with an axe.
Okay.
And Hardedge is an archer.
Okay.
So very long-ranged, but very kerwhacky.
Okay. Nice to meet you all.
Howdy. That's not the voice.
In terms of player, we have Cake, your local cleric, who wants to be a bigger, a armor artificer, a blade singer wizard, and a rogue. Additionally, there is also this door down at the slope, if you can see it.
Okay. What is our objective / story / background?
Okay, given that it is 4 o'clock now, I will begin doing the story stuff. It has been 3 months since you all came to the little hamlet in the mountains, and I had a name for it, and I did not write it down. Leave it to me to have everything prepared except for the name of the hamlet.
I know the feeling.
Been there, done that.
All I remember it was a joke.
Duskmire Village.
No, it is not Duskmire Village. It had something to do with their breastplate being used as a... Oh, yes, now I remember! Okay. You have spent the last 3 months in the small hamlet that was once used as a fort, and thankfully, because of such, is still very well defended. Once named after the major in the army known as Major Mighty Knox. This hamlet has been not used militarily for the past 200 years, thanks to peace being rather common throughout the land. However, over the past about year now, word has started coming of a strange blizzard flowing over the continent. And about 3 months ago, word stopped coming to the hamlet entirely. A blizzard flooded the valley, and because of that, you all became trapped. Be it a visit or living here, you have been unable to leave Fort Mighty Knox for 3 months. While food supplies is not an issue due to a local druid commonly coming in with good berries every day, you haven't heard word from anyone. And over the past 4 nights, figures have been seen moving across the tundra outside of the village. and you've heard word that they are not your average travelers. And last night, one of the villagers who went and called to them didn't come back. And that is where we begin. The night after.
Do we know the name of the villager?
You do not know the name of the villager.
Okay.
He was Nameless Farmer A.
Gosh, poor guy. Didn't even have a name.
Oh, never mind. I was just handed a little slip of paper. Their name was Alfred Milligan.
Alfred. Has anybody seen Alfred? Why did he go missing? Does anybody really know why he actually went out there?
A little old lady with red skin just sort of waddles up to you and just says,
Oh, that little dearie said he was going to go see if they were a traveller in need of assistance. Unfortunately, he didn't really come back afterwards.
Well, thank you, Granny.
Try to cast sending to Alfred.
That's a good idea.
sure, you can use sending to try and talk to Alfred. Alfred, my bad.
Especially if I've lived here for 3 months, I probably would know.
Yeah, I'd say you'd definitely be familiar enough with him to try and contact him through sending. What do you say?
Where is that? Oh, there we go. I try to contact Alfred and what do I do for casting that? What roll?
So you don't actually you don't have to roll anything. It automatically goes through. As your target is not on another plane of existence. So you have 25 words you can say to Alfred. What is it that you wish to say?
Do you want to build a snowman?
Oh, Jesus.
Is all you get in reply.
He's having fun wherever he is.
All right. Well, I'm a tabaxi. I'm a rogue. I'm covered in fur and I'm cold. And I don't like this. That big door, is that the door to the fort? To the outside?
That is indeed the door to the fort. It
Okay.
is all that stands between you and the outside world. There is no other way to get in.
Is there a regular guard? Are we all gonna die?
There hasn't been a regular guard set up here for about 70 years.
Good.
But that's sort of behind, like up above us. That's like an ice sheet, right? There's
Yeah, so
drop down,
the
but
large cliff up behind you, that's about 400 feet up. So you don't have to worry about anything trying to climb down from behind you.
Usually.
we also can't climb up it easily.
Yeah, it's not easy. There's used to be a mountain path that you could climb up to get up there, but it's been out of repair for so very long that no one has used it in like 20 years. That is not it.
Oh. Looked like it.
Yeah, I was guessing that was it too, but it looks like it's all iced over now.
Yeah, the path would be down this way.
Okay. Okay. Well, what time of day is it? Is it first thing in the morning and we've discovered he's gone?
It is now late evening. He left to go talk to the adventurers this morning, or to the people that you saw in the forest this morning.
And it's just about to get dark.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's any help for it. I think we have to go out and find these things and attack them. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Probably be
We
near the
would,
door and
we,
make a
we,
guard.
it wouldn't hurt to go check.
Well, except for the people who go out don't come back.
That just
So
means
that
they've gone out one at a time, right?
well, except for the people who go out don't come back. So that
Could we ask the archer, the person who does the ranged attack?
Sam, you're not coming through clean.
Sorry, I've got a problem here. Just a sec. I'm gonna mute.
And Gusty, you said you had a question for someone?
Just was going to ask my friends here that we're talking with. Perhaps the person who does the ranged attacks, ask them to join us.
So, Hard Edge? Hard Edge has a large crossbow on his back. Hack and Hard Edge being the local lumberjacks. So you get the feeling they might be pretty used to the wilderness around here.
Okay, I should be a little better now. Sorry about that.
Perfectly fine. And what is it that you're going to be asking Hack or Hard Edge?
You're going to let me do it?
Whoever
Sure.
wants to ask them.
Sorry. And which one was the more ranged guy?
That was Hard Edge, wasn't it?
Hard Edge is the ranger.
Okay, I will say, Mr. Hardedge, do you think that you could accompany us? We're going to go down to like the front door and just sort of look around and see what we can see outside the village. It's feeling a little creepy.
Especially if he's a ranger, that means that he has tracking abilities.
All right. I think I might be able to accompany you. I do know the area around here rather well. Might notice something that you might have missed.
Okay.
How far are we from the forest's edge once we go out that front gate?
There's maybe about 60 feet or so.
Have you seen any of the things moving in the forest yourself?
I mean, I found a man about 3 days ago. He was completely frozen over. Looked like something had buried shards of ice into his neck. But he wasn't moving.
Should we drag him back and see if we can warm him up and heal him and that kind of thing?
The man I found 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I doubt he's still
Dead?
around with shards of ice in his neck.
Well, frozen and dead isn't dead until he's warm and dead, right? I mean, well, do we have a cleric? Can you speak
No.
with dead type people?
I can.
Oh, well,
See?
that would change things. We can go see and ask and... Yeah.
Are you willing to go with us to that spot?
All right, I can accompany you.
And also we should look for tracks of Alfred. Right?
All right.
I mean, the blizzard's been going on. Might be a bit difficult to find any tracks of his.
Okay, I meant tracks metaphorically because I know rangers have astute skills to find their prey, as
I mean,
it
I'm
were.
pretty good at finding beasties.
Yeah.
All right, let's get that gate open.
Okay.
As each of you approach the gate and you push it open, it takes a solid minute to get it open. Whether it be just the old hinges or how old it is. This door is reinforced to all hell, but it's really good at keeping anything out.
Excuse me, I don't see my icon. Where is it?
You got to drag it onto the board. There we go.
There, I threw you out. You do not need to do sound effects.
Sure you do. Part of the fun.
So you get the door open, and it's all of a sudden a shock. There's a body, maybe 10, 20 feet out of the door. There's someone lying in the snow.
Do we want to ask someone else to close the door behind us, or at least close it almost all the way? Leave a crack open, given how hard it was to open.
I think that's a pretty good idea. But we should probably deal with the body. So we've got the body 20 feet in front of us. We've got nothing else on the horizon, just the forest.
Not that you can see.
Okay. I'm not a healer type, so I could go check the body, but I wouldn't be able to do anything to assist.
Refresh me. What time of day was it again?
It is evening. It is almost night.
Then I'm going to go ahead and cast Dancing Lights to give us a little illumination here.
Is there? Are we close enough to be able to yell to the 3 townspeople we can see up above and ask one of them to shut it?
Yeah, you're within range. That's pretty easy to do.
We should be able to shut it ourselves from the inside.
Well, but I'd like somebody to be standing there watching us.
Just
Hey,
in case we
Granny!
come running back.
Can
Granny
you come
will
down here?
hobble down.
Yes,
Thank
dear.
you. Thank you, Granny. Please keep an eye out on us.
All right, dearie.
Okay. I will creep out to the body, keeping an eye out for anything weird at all. I'm trying to be stealthy and quiet. And perceptive, as it were, while I'm going towards the body. Which I assume is the red square.
Yeah, the red square is where the body is currently laying.
I'll join you.
I've got my dancing lights around me, so I'm not going to join.
That's okay, I can see in the dark.
I think everyone in the party can see in the dark.
Well, that's good. Okay. Check for traps.
You
Not
look
that I'm
around the
paranoid.
body, and It appears to be an elvish gentleman, and that's when you realize it. Wait a second. Isn't this Alfred? Why is he just laying here?
How did he respond?
He asked if we wanted to build a snowman.
Are his eyes open?
He is currently face down in the snow.
Oh, great. Okay, so I'm gonna feel around, make sure that he's not trapped in some manner, and then slowly turn over the body.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
All right. Slowly lifting that body and turning it over.
You turn him over, and his lips are cracked from the cold, his skin pale, and eyes bloodshot. And one of them focuses on you, the other remaining stagnant.
Great. Cleric, I think we need assistance. I'm not great at medicine, but could I do a quick medicine check to see if he's like...
Yeah, you can do a medicine check.
And I've come out. Oh, did not mean to draw.
You do a quick medicine check, like moving his clothes a slight amount to like try and see if he's got any injuries. And you're shocked as to how you didn't notice this before. He's got an icicle stabbed through his chest.
Yikes. Okay, well that's not good. And he has blue lips, and his one eye that is focusing, is it panicked or is it just kind of eh?
It just looks like it's focused on you.
Okay. This is not good. None of this is good. I'm just saying this is not good. But maybe a heal might help something? I don't know.
You want to build a snowman?
I mean, he's obviously going crazy or something. I don't know. Can I do a mental health check?
Roll insight.
Oh. Yes.
Ooh.
You're like, this is a really weird thing for someone to just be moaning in the snow.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he mentally ill or something? Is there something
With giant icicle
doing
through
to
his
his
chest?
mind? And you're starting to get the feeling that whatever happened to him might not be reversible.
Great. All right. Well then, I guess
Can I
not.
cast identify?
Okay, so are you wanting to sit down in the snow and like try to identify?
How long does that
this
take?
assistant? It will take a minute, or
I
11
will-
minutes if you ritually cast it.
I'll do. Oh, so ritual cast it doesn't count as one of my spell slots, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ritual cast lets you do it for free.
All right. I'm going to sit down in the snow and try to cast identify from my domain. Everybody else, please keep an eye on me.
Sure. While that happens, I turn to our highly qualified ranger, as well as the rest of the party, and say, I have a wild idea. Do you want to maybe build a snowman? Seems
It's
crazy,
certainly something to do while we're waiting.
right?
I'll do it. And
Okay.
I cast shape water on the snow and, reshape it into a snowman shape.
Roll a perception check as you do that.
While this is going on, I'm going to heft my warhammer on shoulder so that I can put it at the ready.
Nice.
All right. As you use magic to shape the water into the most perfect of snowmen, something gets pulled up as you make it and into the snowman. So something got moved along with the snow.
What is okay? What does it look like?
You didn't get too good of a look at it, but it looked like an arm.
Oh, good. Is Alfred missing an arm?
No, he's got his arms.
Weird. Does the snowman have a weird arm now?
Yeah, the snowman has a snow-covered arm.
Just one.
Was it pointing toward you before?
I wasn't intending to do that.
Okay, maybe snowman, bad idea. Maybe we should fireball it. Just,
Okay, and I cast Fireball at the snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Oh boy.
That comes from the snowman as you cast a spell at it. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
So I have
Sorry.
stopped identifying then, correct?
Yep, you have to stop identifying because it is on the move. Or you can continue identifying, just things have started moving now.
I think we've kind of clarified something. All right. Sorry, where's my initiative on that core?
Yep, it is in core.
Core, top middle.
Yeah,
Right next to
mine
armor
seems
class.
weird.
Oh no, there's like a roll button.
Yeah,
No
you
wor-
just take the word underneath and highlight it, and when it turns red, then you click on it, and it rolls
Got
for you.
There you
There
go.
you go.
So there is your snowman.
So did my Fireball or Firebolt go off beforehand, or no? Because that was a good roll for a hit.
It did go off.
Okay.
So feel free to roll damage. And as the firebolt hits, 6 other shapes burst out of the snow all around you.
Run away!
It was a trap!
Right?
And everyone's rolled, right? Okay. Oh, everyone but Hardedge.
We can't roll for him.
I know, I just need to pull up this thing.
I've got a new computer set up, and I keep forgetting where things are.
For anybody watching the stream, I'm keeping my character sheet off, not pulled up because it covers up too much.
All right, and now for the frostbitten. For the sake of time, they are going to share a singular initiative.
Okay.
All right. Left-handed hummingbird. You see
Um,
something burst out of the snow that looks like it's coming to attack you.
I guess I'm going to move to... Now, as I'm a swashbuckler, my sneak attack is a little bit different.
Yep. You're able to use it so long as there's not 2 creatures inside the same space as you, right? Or within 5 feet of you, right?
Yeah. And I don't need a friend. So I guess I'm going to move here. Well, we've established that this guy is our friend. So my RP thinking is I don't want to stab my friend because that looks bad. So I'm going to move here. And with my short sword in my left hand, attack him.
That'll hit.
Okay, and then damage. And I forgot to turn on sneak attack because it's been a while. Come on, sneak. 3d6. Just gonna... So 17 damage on the first hit. Then my right-handed sword is gonna go.
So you smack him with the first sword, and its head just pops off.
Oh,
To the point where it's like, whoa, wow, is that supposed to do that?
okay. So knowing what I know of snowmen in real life, I'm not going to assume that that means he's dead. Does it look like he's dead?
I mean, the head came off and the body isn't moving.
The body is slumped. Okay, that's
Yeah,
kind of
it
what
looks
I
like
wanted.
someone was buried under the snow and then had stood up.
Okay.
It's not necessarily like someone was made out of snow.
Okay, so then I'm going to move to this one. And that's going to be my second hit.
And that'll hit.
And then that doesn't get sneak attack or extra damage, so that's only a 5.
All right.
And that's it.
Cake. It is your turn.
Okay, the guy that
Man
I'm
before
standing,
you, Ronan.
the
What?
guy standing right below my character, he's our first guy, and he's still lying there, just on his back, not doing
Yes.
anything, right?
He's just lying on his back prone.
But the one who's a little above me was the snowman that Mail built, and that's the one that first spoke to us, correct? And then these other folks just popped up out of the snow after.
Yep.
I am going to go up to the snowman.
All right.
And I'm gonna hit him with my giant frying pan.
Awesome.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and make your attack if you wanna. And that'll hit. So seeing this person suddenly come out of the snowman, you look over and go, "Oh God, And in your panic, pull out your frying pan and smack them across the face. And the body just tumbles to the side with a loud cracking noise, as if you'd hopefully, well, unfortunately, may have shattered something in his body, but it sounded more like the breaking of ice than bone.
Interesting.
Can I still move again?
Yes, you're able to still move.
I'm gonna go down. Can I attack with a bonus action?
No, you do not have a light weapon, and that was a two-handed weapon that you just used.
That's a big frying pan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's huge. It's like we're making pancakes for the entire town when there were more people.
Nice.
Can I cast Flames of Phlegm still, or am I done with all my action?
Flames of Phlegm is a passive ability, and you did not use a fire ability this round.
Never mind then. So I've now used my motion and I've used my attack, so I'm done.
Yes.
All right, I'm done.
All right, it is Mail's turn.
Mail, realizing she is gonna have to fight here, pulls out her weapon and goes ahead. Let me make sure I'm looking at my blade song ability here. All right. She goes around our guy to there and casts Green Flame Blade on the guy there.
Okie dokie. And for people who don't know what that does, it is essentially a little bit of a extra fire damage on a Kursmakity of an enemy that will sometimes jump to another enemy. However, In this case, it won't be able to jump far enough to hit a secondary target.
I'm trying. Okay, I don't know how to.
You have to do a weapon attack.
All right.
And there should be a toggleable on your core page.
Yep, and I see the jump tool. Okay, good. All right, and I don't have my rapier. I just have 2 daggers.
You never told me you wanted a rapier.
Sorry. Okay, well, I'll use my dagger.
Maybe back in the village, you can ask the armorer if he's got one.
Okay, I don't have a. Oh, there it is. Derp.
And that'll hit. In one swift motion, you stab into the frostbitten, and are like, yeah, this was probably very effective. And you look into its eyes, and it just looks angry at you.
Oh boy. And I like, okay, all right. I touch yeah, I touch Cook, and I say, it's time for you to heat things up. And I cast Dragon's Breath on her.
I'm assuming for fire.
Yes. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be a thing.
Yeah, you did not need to post that.
All right.
So, Gusty, you are now able to, as your action, exhale a 15-foot cone of fire. It is Hardedge's turn. Oh, no, wait, it's Frostbitten first. Sorry, I actually skipped them. Whoops. Okay. So, seeing as one of you have, or 2 of you have managed to murder some of them, the Frostbitten are going to start swarming the 2 who have actually managed to do some significant harm.
Great.
Or, to their mind, significant harm. And behind you, the body of Elford rises up to its feet and is going to be coming after you, Left-Hand Hummingbird.
That's fair. Although I'd like to say I didn't hit you.
Does he reply?
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yeah. Fair. No, really not.
The first 3 attacks are going to be against Left-Hand Hummingbird. Sorry, just getting the music started. Do a 20 and a 22 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, they rolled really well this round.
Yeah.
Luckily, the final one was a 13, which I don't believe hits.
No, armor class is 16.
For a grand total of 5 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay, so those were 2 hits.
Those are 2 separate hits. One for 2 damage, one for 3.
Okay, so I guess I am going to take the 1 for 3 damage and uncanny dodge it. So that gives me 2 damage? Or 1?
1 damage. So
okay, so I take 3. Okay. Thank you.
For his part, Hardedge is going to raise his crossbow and take a shot at the one that appears to be, or one that you stabbed at right there. He's gonna try and take a shot at him. Sorry, just give me one moment. Oh, I should also probably turn on the ability for you guys to see my rolls, shouldn't I?
Whoopsie doodle.
Oops, sorry.
Let's do that again, shall we? A 13 does still hit the frostbitten.
Nice.
The bolt will thunk in, but it still is moving. Oh, it's always fun when things aren't finished.
Yeah. Sorry.
Not your fault. Give me just 1 second. Okay, you're gonna have... That is not damage. That is Kelly's max health.
Total of 23 then? Oh,
Total
33.
30.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's Constitution in there too.
Yeah. And Eerie, it is now your turn.
I'm going to start off by casting a quick bonfire on the one on the other side of Sam Jing from me.
All right. Does a 16 meet your saving throw?
15
Yes.
is his spell save.
My
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see that. So, unfortunately, it's able to move and just shuffle out of the way as the bonfire ignites next to it.
Then I'm going to go ahead and move to here to give her some flanking position. And that'll end my turn.
And Hummingbird, it is now your turn.
All right. I've never done flanking because all my DMs tell me that I'm not allowed to do that. So I am just going to play it like I would normally play it. So the guy on all three guys around me are alive, right?
To a given value.
Yeah, I mean
they
they're
look
attacking.
like undead entities, but they are indeed attacking you.
Okay. So I'm just going to attack. This is the guy that I hit before, right? Oh, sorry, I'm using the wrong mouse.
The one on your right, yes.
Okay. So I am going to hit this guy first with my left-handed short sword and sneak attack on.
All right, go ahead.
So there's that. Does 14 hit? Sorry.
Yes, 14 does hit.
Okay. So does his head pop off?
In one swift stroke, once again, you managed to cut the guy's head off?
Sweet. Okay. So then I'm going to turn to the one behind me and use my right-handed short sword. 9 doesn't hit, does it?
Unfortunately, a natural 1 will not hit it.
Fair enough. All right.
On the other hand, a 9 does still hit it. But a
Oh,
natural 1
seriously?
will not.
Damn it.
Unfortunately.
That's okay.
Maybe
Takes
does she
its
like
chances.
a piece of snow on it and not really doing its damage, or break an icicle?
I think as I tried to turn, I misjudged where it was and I just whiffed over the top of its head.
Yes, as you spin around, you manage to cut it, and you're like, yes, I've managed to... And you look down, and you've just got, like, a tiny amount of hair sitting on the edge of your blade.
No.
And you notice the mustache of the frostbitten across from you is now missing.
Embarrassment he must be suffering.
And I will wink at the frostbitten and say, it's a bit of a close shave, eh? And then look embarrassed.
All right, just turn it down a bit more.
Oh no, it's just
Right.
by default there. You don't worry about it, man. I don't monetize. Just making sure you knew for the future. All right.
Okay. And okay, so is that all you wanted to do, Hummingbird?
I think that's all I can do. That's my action and bonus action. I could run away, but that would be embarrassing too.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to try.
No, I'm good.
And Cake, it is now your turn.
So I was given dragon's breath, is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
How would I cast that?
So that is something that Kelly is going to be able to press on their character sheet. So essentially you pick a direction, and it is a 15-foot cone from that direction, or into that direction that you use.
I take a step to be above this dude on my left. Can I point in a direction that will get all three?
Yes, but it will get Kelly.
If I point to just get the two below me, will that get Kelly? Oh, so maybe if I step up to above this guy, if I move to there and just try to get these two,
Yep, that'll work.
I will cast Dragon's Breath, and then also as a bonus action, can I do the Flames of Phlegm?
The Flames of Phlegm, whenever you do a fire spell or fire ability, they ignite.
Oh, it just automatically happens.
Yep, it's a completely passive ability.
Will this Dragon's Breath count as a fire spell?
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright, so roll that fire damage. Alright. And did you cast it? Oh, no, wait, that's from the Green Flame Blade. Never mind. Alright, so that would be a total of 12 if they fail. And both of them fail.
Nice.
Unfortunately, both of them are still standing. No, wait, never mind. One of them's dead.
Did the phlegm get him?
No, it is from the fire of the dragon's breath hitting them, and in a wave of heat, just a fountain of steam comes off of the frostbitten as it falls to the ground. The other one, while not dead yet, looks pretty messed up.
Oh, melty.
Yeah. And it is back to Mail.
The male seeing what's going on here. Fireworks! And she casts on this guy here below her. A big old firebolt.
A 15 will hit. Even with disadvantage. The fire smacks into it, and it's still kicking.
Alright, and that's all we can do for this one.
And it's back to the frostbitten. And the one that you just blasted with fire is going to look down at its chest where the searing heat struck it, and it is going to flail an arm at you. I'm assuming an 11 does not hit you.
No.
And then one attack to Ku. And then two more on Hummingbird.
Sweet.
And I'm assuming the 20 hits.
The 20 hits.
And that the natural one is a complete miss.
Yes. And I'm going to uncanny dodge that, so I get 1. Okay. Cool.
The 5 attack, the fist toward me.
Yes. Unfortunately, it missed, so it does not get smacked by the phlegm.
But I just meant I don't think that's gonna hit me.
Yeah, not you and your ridiculously high AC.
Or mine.
Praise to the flying spaghetti monster.
I'm assuming the one did not move out of the location that I cast the bonfire.
Oh, no, it did not, so it needs to make a dex save. And that's a failure, so roll damage for your bonfire.
Woohoo.
Nice.
Sweet.
Snowman.
Super creepy.
And Hard Edge is going to raise their crossbow and aim for the one that you gave it a nice shave.
Sweet.
And it's going to go down for the count. And, oh wait. I just realized he's supposed to have extra attack, and I haven't been using it.
Crossbow expert.
Yep, he's got crossbow expert.
Yeah.
So Hard Edge is going to take a second shot at the one that is currently trying to bully Mail. So Mail's getting ready to smack him once again with either a green flame blade or a firebolt, and then a crossbow bolt goes flying through its head. Except where you'd expect there to potentially be a splatter of blood, there's instead just a shattering noise and just a burst of icicles out the other side
Oh no.
as it falls to the ground. And now it is Erie's turn.
Go ahead, keep concentration up on the bonfire,
All right.
and move there and swing on that.
Oh, sorry, that one's dead.
That was it.
Yeah, I forgot to put the X in.
Alright, so I'll move over this way and swing there.
Alrighty.
With my warhammer. With advantage or no?
Yes. So you bring the warhammer down in one massive swing, which just shatters into the head. And you'd liken it to hitting a watermelon. If watermelons froze around your hammer after you hit them. And the body crumples to the ground.
And that will be my turn.
Hummingbird.
Okay, well, I'm going to stab the one to the south of me. Because that seems like a good way to go. I'm concerned about the icicles. What area did the icicles shoot in?
They didn't appear to shoot into it. It appeared to be like a burst out.
Okay.
So as the crossbow bolt struck through the head,
Yeah.
the icicles shot outwards from the other side.
Okay.
It's as if whatever this thing might have for blood
Mm.
freezes instantaneously on contact with air.
Okay. Okay. So I will hit this guy with my left hand. And then I assume a 27 hits.
Yep.
And then 17 damage.
It's got 1 HP. It just
Yeah, it's a bit of overage. I'm looking for something else to hit, or I'm trying to locate which of these bodies was Alfred's.
that will be the one to your right, left.
One to my left. Okay. He's got a whacking great sword injury to him now, but
His head is currently sitting like 3 feet to the left.
right. Okay. I'm going to pick up his head and then say, "So are we going back inside now?" And that's the end of my turn.
Is it over, dearies?
For the moment.
Should I open the door?
Yes, Granny.
Are you sure you're not zombies?
No.
Why should I let you in then?
I'd eat.
What?
I can provide some heat.
But what if you're a zombie?
Nothing bit us. I assume nothing bit us.
Okay.
Can I try to do speak with dead with Alfred?
Yeah, that's why I got his
You
head.
can certainly do so once you're inside again.
Yeah, let's get safe
Okay,
first.
Let's just go inside in case they have any more friends. And
Right.
no
So-
more building snowmen.
Where it took almost all of you pushing to get the single door open, it takes Granny about a minute by herself to open it.
Here you go,
Sure.
sweeties.
Granny.
Not a problem.
And Granny will shut the door behind you. So you have the head of Elford, and you wish to cast Speak with the Dead, correct?
Yeah, I'd also like to go to the blacksmith's place and ask him to heat up my great pan. Just to I mean, not red hot, just to heat it up to clean it, basically.
I think I can do that.
Can I ask a
Oh,
hard
great.
edge to keep an eye out and see if we get any other snowmen popping up?
All right, I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. All right. Well,
And I'm going to cast Speak with Dead. Is that is now what I would do that?
Yes.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, so as you cast Speak with Dead, the head that once belonged to Elford Milligan has a small intake of breath, and you see what looks like pasta moving up through the bottom of the head and almost puppeting it.
Weird.
Ramen.
Touched by his noodly appendage.
Yes.
Blessings of the flying spaghetti monster upon you, Elford. Would you please tell us what do you remember of your last moments?
Cold. Something cold. Movement.
How many?
Saw one. Couldn't see others. Heard rise. Then cold.
Okay, that was 2 questions. I get 5. Does anyone else have an idea of good to ask?
Did he see anybody else alive out there?
Did you see anyone else alive while you were outside?
Saw caravan. Couldn't tell if alive or dead.
Okay.
Did he die in front of the gate, or did he die somewhere else?
I ask that question.
Well, you asked how he died. You didn't ask where.
No. I mean, I'm relaying. Don't I need to ask him the questions?
Yes.
Yes. You
Okay,
need to be able to ask.
so I put Kelly's. I ask him Kelly's question.
Ah, okay.
In the forest.
So he was moved.
In the forest.
Okay, we have one more.
I mean, the questions are not necessarily are there others, because I'm going to assume that there are others, but how we defeat them, other than by bash, or how they're made, so we can stop the making of the snowmen. Obviously, we won't build any more snowmen. That was a mistake on my part. I apologize.
Do you guys think that a local farmer, is going to know how he was turned into a zombie?
He might have an idea, but I don't know.
Anyone have a better question in mind? Because that seems, yeah, that seems good. Otherwise,
We can ask specifically to the phrase, do you remember anything about being turned into the zombie?
yeah. Okay. Does that sound good?
Sure.
What do you remember about when you changed into a zombie?
Cold. And then it goes silent. And the spaghetti vanishes.
All right. Should is there some way to destroy what remains of him?
A fireball or a bolt.
Or just the forge. You just put his head in the forge. Right? I mean,
think
we
so,
could
too.
fireball, but
Just so that it's completely returned to dust.
yeah.
Will if we take the head outside of the village and then put it in fire for one of Erie's fires? I don't even want any part of this thing to stay in here.
Oh, all right. I mean, we could throw it over the edge and then fireball it. Well, I mean, somebody could fireball it. I can't fireball things.
Does that sound good? Does that sound good, Erie?
Maybe.
Are you here? Okay, I'm gonna throw the head off the edge of this wall.
It plops into the snow with the slight floop, as is accustomed to deep snow.
And I start chucking fireballs at it.
And at the same time, I'll cast a bonfire underneath it and hold concentration and keep casting as necessary.
There's maybe 30 seconds of you doing this. You don't see the head. It went into the snow. You are pretty sure you got rid of it. But you can't be entirely certain, because either you vaporized it or you've missed.
Well, so what do we think just happened?
Well,
This blizzard ain't right.
yeah.
Can I ask Granny if she's ever heard of this before? What kind of that would be a history something? Anyone have a history?
If anyone wants to, they could try to roll an Arcana check. So, Male and Hummingbird would both remember hearing in your travels or your studies that in previous generations, the members of the enemy country that Fort Knox had to defend against made quite a lot of use of the undead as foot soldiers and easily expendable forces. But that nation, you haven't been at war with each other for, well, a good 200 years now. And any undead that they were using have long since rotted away, and they don't even use the undead anymore in terms of their guard.
So they don't do this anymore. So I don't. It's either something like a doomsday weapon or.
What about giants?
Or a new necromancer?
Yeah.
Lich, something?
I mean, just something bad, obviously.
Well, either way, I assume that Hardedge will keep watch for tonight. We should probably have someone watch the borders and make sure no one comes closer. For now, we should probably get some rest and make sure to prepare ourselves if anything more comes in the morning.
That's a good idea, Granny. But is there anything we can do to make the town stronger or make it harder for them to get in?
There's the door. We could try to reinforce it or something.
Alright. I've got an idea. Instead of making snowmen, I can put barricades of ice up.
Like freeze it?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
You also want to ask the blacksmith if he's got a whatever kind of weapon you wanted to use.
A rapier.
If we, I mean, there used to be many more people in this place, but they left months ago.
It'll take me about a night to finish it.
I'd appreciate it.
That's fair. I don't have anything specifically that will help. I can. Well,
maybe we should just rest if that's the best we can do.
Yeah, I would. If we rest in the larger of the shelters, and I could ring like rig a small bell to let us know if somebody crosses the threshold. If you think that would be helpful.
Gate's about the only way anything's coming in here.
I would say go ahead and do that at the beginning of the door. That way my barricades can go behind it and we have a few moments together.
Okay.
I look over to Hagrid. Would you like me to set out some lights to help the vision out there?
That would help. Sorry, I've got the yawns in real life.
So I'll go with my string and my bell and start putting up some sort of a early warning mechanism that rings a bell where we're sleeping so that we know that there's something going on.
All right, so like in the tavern, basically, you set up this alarm at the door?
That's where I was going to plan on sleeping.
Okay. All right, and after doing what the rest of you are planning for the night?
Yeah, I think
Is that it?
I'm pretty tired. I'm still like, oh my gosh, real fire, real fighting.
All right.
4 bolts that have a 5-foot bright light radius and an additional 5 feet of dim light beyond that at specific locations out past the door.
All right, so you basically got like little flares going on?
Yeah, and they'll last until I dispel them.
Ooh, nice.
All right, and what I've done is pretty much taken all the available snow that's around the door and anywhere anybody else would have made a suggestion, quickly shaped it into as thick an ice wall, about 4 or 5 feet tall, that I can. So I've probably taken all the snow. We've got bare dirt on the ground now.
And like you put it up against the door?
Like making an extra wall right behind the door.
It's like 5 feet back, or like pressing up against it like as an additional like support?
5 feet back. Not a support.
Okay.
It's just a barrier. I know it's not going to be a lot. It's just a little bit of. They've got to go, through it, bash through it, take an extra few minutes. It's not going to do much.
It's better than a slap in the face with a wet fish.
Or wet noodle.
Well,
Touched by his noodly appendage.
All right, so the rest of you get sleep, and about halfway through the night, Hardedge comes in and sets off your little alarm that you'd set up with the bell.
I jump up with my daggers in my hand.
Sorry, didn't mean to disturb you. Just thought you should know, more of those things came out. I took some shots at them, but they've stopped at the edge of my range. Seems they've wizened up a bit and don't want to come too close. Then they just lay down in the snow.
Alright, let's finish resting for the night, and let's keep an eye out on them. They're obviously going to wait till morning, probably.
Do you have a head count on how many of them there were?
And he starts scratching his head. Let me just do a quick perception check on him.
There were 5 plus Alfred.
I saw 8 more out there. Some were shorter, though. Like halfling or gnomes.
Oh. Or dwarves. So they weren't the snowmen, they were more like the frostbitten.
Aye. I mean,
That might be the caravan.
Being the actual snowman out there. There was one of them in a snowman, and then it stepped out of the snowman.
That's odd.
So they built a snowman.
I mean, there is something that did appear at the edge. And unfortunately, you're right in saying that it would just be a snowman just standing there at the edge of the field, watching.
Did it move?
I didn't see it move, but it was just there.
So it looked like they had been building a snowman?
I didn't see him build it. It just was there.
All right. I think we should head out at first light and hope that the light is going to offer some form of protection for us. But rest up until then and get back all of our spell slots and hit points and all that kind of fun stuff.
Anything else we might roll to know about zombies?
If you're thinking specifically zombies, roll an Arcana check.
Oh, did we already do that?
No, we did one on the history.
Yeah, with our enemies who use zombies, but we didn't specifically try to think about zombies.
Yeah, I don't think we've done a thought about zombies yet. Okay, I'll try Arcana. Nope.
I know everything.
That's awesome. You had a childhood obsession with zombies. That's amazing.
Eerie and Male, both, you're pretty knowledgeable about necromancy to an extent. You've read on it or studied it to a little lesser or greater degree. And you're like, if these were zombies, they should have been harder to hit. And they should have kept moving after we struck them. That's weird. None of them were displaying the same resilience as zombies should.
Yeah, they weren't zombies. They were something else.
Whatever necromancer made them, he must have been a total wimp if they can't take more than a few shots.
Yeah, that's true. Oh boy.
Okay, so okay.
I was clearly nodding off during this discussion.
Yeah, I think I would have been too. And we'll now dream about zombies.
Zombies.
right outside the gate that we beat up last night, and then also check the one at the clearing?
Yes, we should.
Hit the pile of snow or something?
I apologize for the stream. I had gone AFK for a minute and switched my audio. So for the last couple of minutes, audio has not been recorded. So just to emphasize, we had a thing go through. We woke up. We got some treats from our cook, which gave us a few extra health points. Did I miss anything else?
We've got Hack, who's helping us today, who is the husband of Hardedge. And Erie wants us to go check the snowman, and Cake suggested that we go check see if we can find a caravan.
Gotcha.
I think we should check all the bodies outside the gate and see if they've stuck around or if they've melted into the rest of the snow.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, I did.
Do we want to collect all, like, I don't know, use like a shovel and put all the remains in one pile, or just leave them where they are?
Let's deal with what we've got right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I'd gotten Ritual Caster before.
Okay, well, let's go and check the bodies. Let's go open the door and get Granny to make sure that she closes it for us.
So it takes Granny a minute to creak the door open, but she does get it to come open. The bodies of the night before are currently covered by a layer of snow.
Okay. They don't seem to have moved?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, I guess I
mean,
will.
you can't see them right now, so you're not entirely sure.
That's true. Fine.
So we're all creeping out.
Yes. Carefully poking things with my short swords, wishing my short swords were longer.
And I'm keeping an eye open.
You poke into one of the mounds, and no movement. Poke into a mound, no movement. Poke into a mound. That just twitched.
Oh. Okay. Poke it a little harder.
As you poke it a little bit harder, you just hear... Sorry, just give me one moment.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yeah, not falling for that again.
As the snow pile bursts open, and the frostbitten are there.
Back again.
All of them again?
Yep. All of them again.
Okay.
Including our friend.
And this is in daylight?
In daylight.
Okay, well that idea is out the window. Sorry. It was worth it, worth a shot. All right. So close the door.
No, we're going to have to get him again. We got to go.
Yeah.
The only one that you can currently see, or that is currently visible, is a snowman at the edge of the clearing.
There's a snowman at the edge of the clearing.
I have now placed down the snowman.
Okay, so I am going to tiptoe through the mounds, not poking them, and with swords out, go towards the snowman.
DM, just to confirm, all the ones we killed yesterday are dead or alive again.
You heard one of the mounds say, "Do you want to build a snowman?" But nothing's moved and stood up yet.
I'm going to take my real quick my shape water and the mound. I'm going to just firm into solid ice.
All right.
I'm going to do that for all the mounds.
That's a good
Okay.
idea.
So you approach the snowman. What do you do?
How are they reacting to me?
The snowman is just standing there currently.
Okay.
And let me share the
Did
snowman.
Granny shut the door behind us? Oh, I should.
Yes, Granny has shut the door behind you. I was waiting for you all to put your tokens outside of the thing.
I will, at this point, because I see the snowman, I've got all the mounds covered, I have cast mage armor on myself.
All right. And all of you see the sinister snowman.
I'm going to wait for everybody to catch up and look over my shoulder and say, so, like, should I kill it or what?
Maybe we should start with some fire.
Yeah.
Fire good.
And I look at him, I go 3, put up 3 fingers, 3, 2, 1, and I cast Firebolt.
And I'll cast bonfire.
And I'll try not to get singed.
I cast elemental weapon.
So you
And
just
touch my
open
great
fire on the snowman.
Yes.
I'm going to wave and say hi.
Roll damage.
Oh!
As the snowman's just standing there, looking like just a rather creepy snowman, you all unleash hell upon it.
Sounds like D&D.
At which point, it starts to move.
Swords up.
The firebolt strikes into it, and let me see how it does against your rather mean attack. Nope, wrong. That's not the right page.
Whoopsie doodle.
Oopsies. Too many character sheets.
He didn't ask us if we wanted to build a snowman, though.
No,
It's true.
the snowman did not ask if you wanted to build a snowman. So that is going to fail. So it is taking 14 damage.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Do we roll initiative now?
Yes, roll initiative. You're attacking a snowman.
Hey, they attacked us before, so we just don't trust any
The
snowman.
snowman was just standing there.
He was
We have-
looking creepy. Did you get a look at him?
We have PTSD issues.
But as you unleash hell upon the snowman, it lets out a shriek.
Oops, I forgot.
And from the ground around you, the snow piles and the frost piles that you'd frozen solid, the frostbitten rise up. The ice that you'd frozen around them seeming to not pose any actual difficulty, as if they're just phasing through it rather than being obstructed by it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a good idea, though.
Yeah. So we got to destroy their bodies fully.
And notably, one of them that gets up doesn't have a head.
Sweet.
Like the one whose head we cut off.
Yep.
Oh boy!
Yeah, that's a few. So right now I'm wishing that we had like a thunder step or something that would like blast the snow out. How many is that?
Something that could work towards that effect, but it might affect you guys as well.
I've got a couple of options.
Thank you.
And let me just quickly roll their stuff.
How many are snowmen and how many are frostbitten?
Literally only one snowman. And then a lot of frostbitten.
And it is daylight, correct?
Yes, it is daylight.
That doesn't seem to bother them.
So did the snowman that we attacked originally with the heat seem to cause this?
It let out a shriek when you attacked it.
Okay.
So it seems that attacking the snowman angered all of the frostbitten.
Did he make any sort of comment to them?
It just let out a scream. It didn't really say anything.
Okay.
It was less words and more the sound of someone in intense pain. Like if you stubbed your toe.
Oh,
Does anyone
so there was
speak primordial?
swearing involved. Sorry?
Does anyone speak primordial?
No.
Nope.
I speak common.
Then no one knows what it said.
Which is weird because I'm a type my background gives me one advantage. Maybe.
And goddamn rogues and your ridiculous initiatives.
Hi. Yeah. So, by the way, this entire character build is blamed on my friend Dwayne, who proved to me how good rogues are.
Dwayne.
Yes.
Oh, did my initiative not go through?
No.
No, it did not.
All right.
You have to click
So I
on
just
your
roll
character
another one?
token. Yeah, click on your character token and then roll it.
Oh, I didn't click my character token first. Okay.
It's one of those annoying mechanics of roll 20.
Hey, I got a better roll.
Okay, so I am going to work on a theory. I am going to target the one that is behind me right there.
All right.
And I am not using my sneak attack. So I'm using, instead of using my primary attack, I'm going to use my offhand, which is my right hand, and attack it. Does a 12 hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh
shoot.
Iron's
The
one.
sneak does not count. So it's only 2 damage.
Yes, it does hit it.
Okay.
But when
So-
you strike into it,
Yeah.
its flesh appears more resilient than it was before.
But they leveled up. So using my fancy footwork, if I make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make an opportunity attack against me for the rest of my turn. So that guy can't attack me. So I'm going to move out of his range and into the range of Creepy Snowman and other Frostbitten. And then I'm going to use my main hand sword attack against Creepy Snowman.
All right, make the attack.
Does 22 hit?
Yes, 22 does hit the creepy snowman.
Okay, so this is then using my sneak attack, so 18 damage to him.
I thought it can't if there's more than one enemy within 5 feet of you. You've got the frostbitten right there.
Yeah, just let me double check. Yeah, you're right. I can't use the sneak attack on that. And I don't have any friends targeting it either. Yeah, so it's just the 10. And that's my turn.
It does look significantly messed up.
Good.
Eerie, it is now your turn.
I'm going to look at Jeff and say, you might want to move in a little bit. Then I'm going to hit this one with my Warhammer twice.
All right, roll a hit. Uh, 14 will hit. It appears to still be standing. And that second smack lays waste to it. It's down for the count. And Cake.
All right. How do I make sure that it will count? I already cast Elemental Weapon before we unleashed everything on that scary snowman. So that's on my weapon, correct?
Yes, that is on your weapon.
And on my spell tab, if I clicked the little empty circle to now be red, does that mean it will be included when I womp things?
No, go onto your core. There should be a little mark. Let me pull it up. Yeah, so global damage modifier, there's that little thing that says elemental weapon. So just check that.
Oh, I'm sorry, where? On my core
So
side?
under the list of spells you have and your attacks and spellcasting, there's a little button.
Under spells?
Under core. Under
Okay,
core.
under core, okay.
Scroll down to the point where you can see the word chef.
Oh, elemental weapon?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, just press that one.
Thank you. Okay, so I've got that going. And I'm going to womp the person to my right.
All right, make your attack.
I'm sorry, that's on my core spell sheet, right?
Yep, that's under your core.
The Great Pan, right?
Yep, third one down. All right, that'll hit.
And that ignites my flames of phlegm, is that correct?
Yes. And which one did you say you were hitting?
The one directly to my right.
All right, it smacks into them with a boing for 7 damage. It is now the snowman's turn.
Great.
It's going to let out a screech and then explode into a puff of snow.
Interesting.
And then reform out of the snow over here. And then it is going to pick up a small chunk of snow and chuck it at Cake. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
You take 5 cold damage. All right. It is now Male's turn.
Male seeing. Go ahead.
I just wanted to make sure I did the math correctly.
All right. So Male seeing the situation here decides to cast Dragon's Breath on herself and breathes out the cone in the southeast direction.
So, like, this way?
Yes.
Covering, like, these ones, right?
Yes. I don't think I clicked that right.
Yeah, what's your saving throw?
My saving throw is Intelligence, DC 15.
No. It's a DC 15? Okay, thank you.
Dexterity. Yeah, it is 3d6. And it is fire.
Didn't get the little guy.
Oh, I'm so sorry for that roll.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dice are not in your favor.
Yep. But it looks like we had a few fails.
That's good.
Yeah, all 3 of the ones over there failed. Including the one that is headless.
Oh, so that's one of the snowmen. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one with the marker there.
Yeah, the one with the bleeding eye is the one that does not have a head.
All right.
All right, so they've taken the damage, but they're still kicking.
All right. So I keep, I'm done. Actually, I'm going to do something stupid. I think no. Next one. There's no advantage to doing it now.
All right, and they're going to start trying to swarm you.
Yep. What about okay, the little one even.
Yeah, it appears to be a gnome, and you notice in its left hand, it's got a knife.
Oh, lovely.
He's got a knife!
Oh no, it's got a knife!
That's not a knife.
Okay.
Boy.
So, Cake, you're going to get quite a few punching at you. Oh no, wait, actually you have 3 punching at you. One of which is a halfling with a knife.
Anything that hits me takes fire damage.
Yep. I'm assuming a 7 does not hit you.
AC 12.
You have an AC of 12?
It says.
Okay, you had armor here that is not here anymore. This is not making sense.
The joys of computers.
I remember setting up this character sheet. You had split mail. You should have AC 17.
Yes.
Ah, thank you.
That's what killed my very first character.
Split mail?
Yeah. She tried to jump off a boat onto the dock. Starting out her adventure, she missed the dock.
No.
She drowned.
Oh, no.
I was 14. My dad was the DM.
Oh.
Life lesson, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
also, I had the 3 temporary hit points from this morning, so my hit points should actually be 40.
Oh, yep. So go ahead and make those corrections. And now the 2 frostbitten are gonna try to whack ya. Uh-oh, that's not supposed to be a thing. And I am assuming... Yeah, the 19's gonna hit. You take 6 bludgeoning damage. But the one behind you is going to take... Roll your Flames of Phlegm damage. It's under your core. I'm just going to move it and your Great Pan to the top.
Thank you.
Nope, 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 stop it. Nope, nope.
The spell list, huh?
I'm just going to remove everything that is not what you are using on a common basis. Okay, there. It takes 3 fire.
Be burned by his noodly appendage.
Okay, and 2 are going to take swings at Hummingbird.
Sweet.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah, because my armor class is 16. Okay, so I'm
just
at
the 6. It is not
uncanny dodge.
okay, so that will go down to 3.
Yeah, so that wipes out my temporary hit points. Thank you for those.
And then 3 regular frostbitten are going to try to take swings at Eerie. Does a 14 hit you, Eerie?
No.
And then 1 that springs out of the snow, it looks like it might be another halfling, is going to try to take a stab at you. Does a 17 hit you?
Nope.
Damn, you chunky. What's your AC?
18.
Damn.
Sweet.
Making him work for it. Left-handed hummingbird. Back
Yes.
to you.
Oh, I get to stab things again. Well, that's brilliant. Okay. So I have a sneaking suspicion we need to kill the sinister snowman. So I am going to use my bonus action to disengage from these 2 guys.
All right.
And I am going to move 5, 10, 15, 25 to there. And then I am going to stab him with feeling. Does that hit? Okay. And my sneak does, yes, my sneak works.
Yep, your sneak will work because you're not within 5 feet of an enemy.
Perfecto mund.
It raises a twiggy limb to try and stop your weapon, but you
Aw.
just chop off that wooden hand and then stab it in the face.
Sweet. Is it still standing?
It falls over backwards and then goes into a cloud of snow.
But does it poof up anywhere else?
Nope, doesn't appear to be moved anywhere else. It
Okay.
not appearing anywhere.
Okay, that's all I can do anyway. So I'm just gonna stay there and scan for it to poof up again.
All right, and Eerie, it is now your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Thunder Wave in a second level spell slot.
All right, and in which direction?
Green square.
All righty. So you've got a sprinter and then 3 of the regulars. Ooh, he's not going to have a fun day. They're apparently not having nice days all around. And they take 12, all of them, right?
They all take 12 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away.
All right. Well, 2 of them
That's
just
why I love it.
end up exploding. And then the other 2 are knocked away.
That'll be my turn.
Nicely done.
And up to Cake.
Okay. I'm going to use my great pan, and I'm going to wallop the one to my left because I already hit the one to my right, correct? And Erie's right next to him, so I figured that one's going to be taken care of. So this dude to my left, smacking him with the great pan.
Ding!
I
That'll hit.
really want donuts now.
And as you smack into him, he feels a lot more squishy than he was a few seconds ago.
Yes.
So that snowman seems to bolster them somehow.
Yes. It's their leader of some type.
And is there anything else that Cake would desire to do?
Can I do? Let's see. Can I do a cantrip as a bonus action?
No, unless it says
No.
it's a bonus action to cast.
No, I don't think so. No. I think that's about it then. Thank you.
All right, then it is up to Mail.
Mail starts singing. Hoof! Fireball. Out of his mouth.
Fireball or firebolt?
Well, no, the breath. Sorry.
Okay, I was about to say, because fireball and firebolt.
Yeah.
You tell me fireball, and I'm like, which one are you using?
So I start the blade singing.
Okay, you're being scary Tarzan and probably startling some birds somewhere.
And your
Five.
fellow travelers.
Yeah. Yeah. My ears are twitching.
So, in which direction do you fire it?
This direction. This direction over here, trying to get at least these 3 that are next to me.
Okie dokie. Roll for the damage. And
Better.
what's your DC?
15.
All right, so none of them succeeded that, so they're all taking that damage.
And they're squishier.
And now it is their turn again.
Good, good.
And the frostbitten are going to start wailing on you. One, two, three. So seeing that you've been causing a lot of difficulty for them, a bunch of the frostbitten are coming after you, male.
Mhm.
So you're going to have 4 of the regular sized ones, and then 2 of the sprinters are going to try to take a stab at you.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit you, I assume?
Shield.
At which point they all just dink off. And the sprinters, who have not yet attacked, are going to turn to people who they believe might be a bit less difficult to stab. And turn to Eerie and are going to give it a shot. Assuming a 14 does not hit you.
Wait, who are they attacking?
Eerie, who has an AC of 18. And
They're not real
the second one, who tries to stab into Male again because it can't move, just dinks into the shield. And then 3 are going to try to attack Cake. And all miss. Nope, wait, sorry. 4 are attacking Cake. And all miss. To try to go after Hummingbird, but Hummingbird is fast, and these guys don't seem to be fast. And only 1 reaches Hummingbird.
And misses.
And that's all of Frostbitten. And it's Hummingbird.
The one that reached me, I guess I kind of shrug and stab it.
Just sort of a congratulations for winning.
Yes,
Stab.
you now win my sword in you, hopefully. Does a 10 hit?
Yeah, 10 hits.
Okay. So it's not advantage, obviously. So it's 12 and
Either
7.
way, it's dead.
Okay. I
For those
look
who desire to know, these things have a full HP of 13.
Okay.
It does not take a lot to knock them down.
Yeah. So again, looking apologetic, I then move to the next one. Like, I guess you're up next, and use my offhand. Wow.
Yeah, that'll hit.
My advantage is doing really well, but I don't get advantage, so that's sad. And sucks to be you too, I guess.
You poke
And
him.
that's it.
He's still standing, but you poked him.
Yeah.
And up to Eerie. And that'll hit. So you slam your hammer down on the first one, and then you go swinging your hammer backwards to try and get in a second hit, and accidentally bonk the small one that was raising a knife to stab you, and you smack it down like a whack-a-mole game. It just goes into the snow. And Cake, it is up to you.
Let's do something different and hit someone with my great pan.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Can I tell how injured the one on the left and the right of me are?
The one to the right and left of you both look messed up.
Below me?
Little bit injured, but not terribly harmed.
I'm gonna go with that one then, and hit him with the great pan.
Alright. Go Kerwhack. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's gonna hit. And they're gonna go smoosh. Alright, and now up to Mail.
I'm going to
As-
continue my singing.
No, we don't.
But sound effects.
And I breathe out fire again.
I know, it's just anyone who's listening with headphones is not gonna have a nice day.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Let's see. Nobody's commented yet.
Alright, and so the 3 Frostbitten are gonna try to make deck saves. Emphasis on the word try. And just checking, all 3 of them go down.
I think that's Mail's thing. She'll be on top of the mailboxes dancing and making noises like, stop! Please stop!
To turn
Yeah.
down your voice volume just a
Oh,
little
sorry.
bit.
I had to turn it up the other day for someone. Sorry. This better, Gusty?
Much better, thank you. You had like reverb going on.
Alright, sorry.
Alright, and now it's down to what few Frostbitten remain. Two are gonna try to take smacks at Eerie, being one with a dagger and one with a fist. I'm assuming
Oh,
a 22
hey.
hits you, Eerie.
We never got Hack involved in this fight.
I just realized that Hack's just standing over there.
Just standing over there, cleaning his nails with a
You
dagger.
got this.
It's totally cool. We got this.
I'm sure you all got this perfectly fine.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
It's all good.
Harnett did a whole lot of damage, just telling you, dude.
I'm just gonna stand here with the door.
Fair. Guard the door.
I hold the door. You lot got this.
I give you thanks, damn it.
Sorry, who's this attack going towards?
It is going towards Eerie.
Okay.
So Eerie takes 1 damage. Singular point of damage. And then the Frostbitten you just cut the arm of is going to try to take a swing at you, Hummingbird.
Fair.
And I'm assuming 5 will not hit you.
No. I just look at him like, really?
And then the Sprinter and 2 other Frostbitten are going to do their best to attack you, Gusty.
It's freezing, boys.
Does an 18 hit you?
Oh, alright, it does.
It deals 1 bludgeoning damage to you and gets hit by Flames of Phlegm.
Ouch.
Would you like to roll damage? And the one that punches you, it's like, hey. And it seems happy in the fact that it has harmed you. At which point the flames of phlegm leap off of you and ignite it. And it falls over dead.
Sweet! I love that kind of stuff.
But he's died happy. By the way, when I have Flames of Phlegm active, there's flames flickering all over my armor.
Indeed. And I believe it's a 60-foot radius of light you cause.
Yes, but it is daytime right now, so probably not.
Yeah, not really much of a matter.
I'm appreciating the brief uptick of warmth for a second. And I guess I'm going to stab the guy who's right next to me. Because, why not?
The one that ineffectually tried to stab you?
Yes. Poor dear.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, he's dead.
Okay. Then I guess I will move here and then go for this guy with my offhand.
All right, that'll hit.
Okay, and that's the end of me.
Eerie, there are 4 frostbitten left.
I'm going to go ahead and strike the small one right here first.
All right. It looks pretty messed up. And it's now paced on the ground. What you had thought was a halfling is in fact a goblin that was smiling up at you. And you're like, you, goblin! Wump. And now there's just a flat goblin.
I always feel sorry for goblins.
And keeping up with your role of whack-a-mole to the bad guys, you just spin around and send someone's head flying. You did a really good job softening all these guys up.
It was a hunch.
The rogue for the win.
Curse me in not hiding that better. And up to Cake. Unless Yuri has more to do.
I'm glad I rolled a character with decent intelligence, otherwise I would have ignored that idea.
Can I attack the one to my top left? The one who's next to Hummingbird?
Alright, roll to hit.
The great Pan, be touched by his noodly appendage.
Wump. And yeah, he did. Alright, and now there's only one left. Mail, it is your turn.
Mail comes up, and not gonna continue. Not continue singing, but I'm not gonna torture y'all. And there's a green flame blade with the rapier.
Alright.
It's against the last guy.
Alright, and roll damage. Alright, that hits.
I think we need to destroy the bodies this time.
Are any of them Alfred?
This one
and
right
there is
here.
one that is headless over there.
The headless one was Alfred. Okay. Yeah. You're right. We need to destroy them with fire.
Oh, was there? Okay, I was gonna say.
Did we miss one in the pile?
So can we ask Hack to like grab a shovel and be useful, or a rake or something?
I think we should burn all of them.
Right, but do we want to pile them up?
Yeah.
Yes, let's pile them up, burn them.
Gather all the bits. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's what I'm up to.
Where the sinister snowman went down, I want to search that area to see if there's any artifacts there, like if his arms are around, or God forbid his nose survived.
Lid or anything?
You find
Yeah.
the carrot.
I find the carrot. Okay, I add the carrot to the pile. Okay, I take a nibble out of the carrot first.
Oh no!
Is it actually a carrot?
Make a con saving throw.
Well, you know.
Not good for cats.
Oh, that's fair. So I guess I take a bite and
21 cold damage.
oh man,
Serious
serious business. I can't even dodge that. Oops. Come on.
All right, so you've made a pile of bodies out of the... Let's see how many we got. Out of the 16 corpses.
I'm going to yowl a little bit. And then look very sheepish and drink one of my healing potions.
All right, roll 2d4 plus 2.
I'm going to go ahead and start the process of burning.
I'm going to be very sad.
So you basically do the equivalent of tossing the match on the pile of corpses, and they all ignite, and then something weird happens. The fire starts jumping from one to another until it reaches the carrot,
Uh-oh.
at which point there's a burst of cold energy. The flames are still there, but they've turned blue. And the bodies aren't charring anymore. They're melting, but they're not charring.
Cold fire?
You don't know what's going on.
I'd like to look through and see if I can, use my arcana to feel it out.
Do you want to, go into the fire?
No, looking at it, trying to think through it. Okay, why could, what's going on? I was told the carrot hurt her real cold.
Roll an arcana check. The only thing that occurs to you is some sort of ritual to summon something, maybe? Some abyssal entity would require a spark of fire in order to cause it, and that might cause hellfire to be made, and hellfire's blue, and oh, that's bad.
Oh crap, get ready, folks! Incoming!
I might need healing at some point.
What do
I
you
won't
want
ask
to
for
do?
it now.
I go ahead and hand her 2 of my bottles of healing.
Okay,
will
so
you
2
drink
healing potions. I'll just hand him one back because I've got one more.
I can do a cure wounds.
Or I could.
Save it. save it in case we need it. I am going to take one of his potions of healing that he gave me and say thank you very much. I am going to put them in my bag and hope that I don't need to use them and make note to give it back.
Start trying to open the door.
Who's trying to open the door?
Hard Edges, and Granny appears to be trying to help him.
Hack we have, right?
Hack is trying to help him. Yeah.
Okay. So, should we then go guard the door? Seems responsible.
Let's go look. See what's at the door.
And the bodies are seeming to start to mold into one mass.
Oh no.
Well, son of a gun.
I try and grab him and say, "You're here to help."
At this point, I will say I will allow you to choose Hack, Granny, or the Smith.
I'll take Granny.
I think Granny.
Granny.
Yeah.
Granny's got something sneaky.
Yeah, let's bring Granny into it. And I'd say, "Granny, come on. You worthless goat."
Who are you calling a worthless goat, you whippersnapper?
No, she's going to eat you for breakfast. Be careful. Granny, do you think you have magics to help us in this situation?
And she just sort of adjusts her large spectacles.
I was never really into the whole magical stick.
Uh-oh.
But I think I have a few tricks that might be able to help you.
Okay.
And you hear some faint creaking as she starts standing upright.
Oh, no.
And you realize this maybe 4'4" old lady stands up to be about 6'10".
Yikes. Okay. Okay.
Would we like to try to make the stand behind the door? Or do we want to fight it head on?
I think that we should protect the village, but that might be stupid.
Glyph of warding in front of the door.
Oh boy. That's a bit.
Do I have to
No matter what happens, we should shut the door.
Yeah, let's get that door shut. Granny.
That's an hour to cast.
Oh, it takes an hour to cast? Okay.
Yeah.
Not time to do that then. Never mind.
Are we in front of the door or are we behind the door?
Right now we appear to be in front.
I know.
We should fight it outside. That way we don't risk it breaking through the door to get to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything that can put down here?
I am furiously casting shape water to give us something. To give, as much of a protection as I can.
This amalgamation thing, can I look and see if there's any metal on it? Anything?
You see that it appears to be holding some of the daggers in some of the hands from a few of the smaller frostbitten.
Daggers. Okay.
Can I... Hold on, let me...
You're not entirely sure, but you get the feeling that whatever ritual was supposed to make this thing happen was something that was supposed to not happen yet.
Yeah, because, local neighborhood cat screwed it up. Sorry.
Cats mess everything up.
For one, I was planning on having the snowman snap its nose next night. That's what triggered the ritual.
Yeah, that's great. Great. I had to take a bite out of it and then throw it into a fire. It's just good.
I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's my fault. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose it.
It was going to be a cold snowman and a fire snowman, and that was going to be how it happened.
It's, no plan survives
Provoked it
the enemy.
before it was ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it make any sounds?
Yes, I was about to get to that.
Uh-oh. Okay, Granny needs in on the turn order and Cake too.
Sorry, could we get the sounds again? Ooh.
Super creep.
All right, and this time let's have Granny roll for initiative rather than standing there. You found the person who had the alert feat.
Oh, good. Comes with age,
Yeah, the ex-adventurer.
She's level 9 or something crazy.
She's level 5 like the rest of you.
Oh, well, one can dream.
Indeed, one can dream. So, somehow still beating Granny. Left-handed hummingbird.
Sorry. Numerous swear words in Tabaxi come out of my mouth, and I look bashful when I realize that they have escaped. And I kind of shrug and run up to said beastie and attempt to stab it, but I can't select myself for some reason. Come on. Come on, roll 20. Why are you not working? There we go. Is that close enough to stab it?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to stab with my left hand, which is my dominant hand.
With a critical strike.
Oh, plus I had sneak attack.
Sneak attack, yeah.
I forgot. So that's 3d6. So 66?
Doubled. Yep.
Yikes. Okay, here's 5. And there's another one. Okay. So that's pretty good. I am then going to use my bonus action to disengage. Run away.
All right.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, and I moved 5. So, I got 5 more. You're in there. There we go. That's what I do.
All right. Granny on her turn is going to saunter up to it.
Back in my day, we did things more up close and personal.
And Granny would like to rage.
Oh no!
Oh,
Go,
beautiful.
As you see the muscles on her arms just bulge, and her hands turn into a pair of lengthy claws. She's a beast barbarian.
That's awesome.
Is going to use reckless attack and make 3 strikes.
Is it like Master Roshi?
Yes, this old lady pulls a Master Roshi.
Oh boy.
And because of the advantage, all of those fucking hit.
That's awesome.
And apparently she can only roll 7s.
Claw.
Granny's gonna have to get a nail file after this.
I'll give Granny a manicure after this. We'll be fine.
Sounds wonderful.
And
Knew she had hidden depths.
as this little old lady just goes ham.
Go ahead and move up onto him and double swing with a hammer.
The first one will hit, the second will miss. Or to be exact, you do smack it, but rather than injuring it as you would expect it to, it just sort of deforms the flesh and ice that seems to make up its shambling figure.
And that'll be my turn.
It is now the frost-bitten horror's turn. It's going to turn to you, Eerie, and with one movement, the lower half of its body opens up into a massive maw, not filled with teeth, but instead icicles, as it attempts to bite you. 17 misses. And then with two of its limbs, it's going to try to take 2 swings at Granny. Both of which will hit. And because raging are halved. All right, and Male, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. So Male goes ahead, and I actually had a compliment on my singing, by the way, but I'm not going to torture you guys with it. She starts singing, and she casts Mirror Image.
So now it's a quartet.
A barbershop. And I'm going to come up to right there. Not in combat yet. That'll be next turn.
All right. Cake.
I am going to cast Bless on
On who?
up to 3 creatures of my choice within range. So that would be Granny, Eerie, and Male.
And do you upcast it, or do you cast it at first level?
Actually, I am going to cast it at first level. Sorry about that. I clicked 2.
Oh, I was asking because if you were to cast at 3rd level, which I believe you have 1 spell slot of that left, you would be able to hit everyone, I think.
Do that. Oh wait.
Save it for heals.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I agree.
All right, so you do that at first level.
At first level.
And you said Granny and who?
Eerie and Male, who are all closest to the monster.
All right. And is that it?
I'm also going to move to about there. So
All right, and where were you standing before?
Here-ish? I may be 1 spot off.
Okay, and you walked to where?
I want to not have us all clumped in an easy.
And did you want to walk here?
Yes, that works fine.
Okay. Just trying to check your movement because something could have happened.
Oh, thank you.
All right, and Hummingbird, it is back to your turn.
Great. I am going to regretfully move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I am going to stab. If 26 hits.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. I am going to consider running away and then do the right thing and stab again.
So you stab it the first time, pull back, and then as you're pulling back, a mouth forms and goes, "Do you want to build a snow?" And you just stab it in the face.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. And then I say, no, I don't. And that's it.
And back to Granny Fenry, who's going to make another 3 attacks, this time yeah, she'll do reckless. Dear God, I need to either give things more HP or more health. You've just dove through this thing. I was thinking this was going to be a beefy fight. I have been proven wrong.
Yeah, but then you got handed a tabaxi with ridiculous initiative. I have a +8 to my initiative. That was a good idea.
You, Erie,
Yeah.
it's now your turn. To be fair, you also rolled, Gusty rolled really high for stats.
Yes. Thank you, Gusty.
Yes, that really changed how things go. Yeah.
And
Note
double
to self,
tap.
limit to point by, make everybody level 1. The first will hit, the second will miss.
That'll be my turn.
All right. The horror, seeing that it is being stabbed into oblivion by the tabaxi and just shredded by an old lady, is going to lumber and just lurch forward and try to bite Granny. And if it needs to target people with lower ACs. And then 2 flailing limbs at the tabaxi.
Okay, fair.
Does a 15 hit you?
No. Sorry.
It's fine. It's got a swallow! Come on! Male. Just want my abomination out of its misery.
I just
This is less putting down the old sickly monster.
It's the critical hit on the first hit. It just totally demoralized it.
Yep.
Well, I think we got it to form too soon because it's in daylight. It was plotting.
There you go.
All right, I go ahead and hit with my rapier I move up.
Okay, to be fair, this was supposed to be 7 days worth of zombie, all merged into one, and it's got an ability that bases its HP around that.
So
And
we
it
weakened
is
it.
So it is significantly weaker than it should be.
Hey, it's a good thing I got it to come early then.
Yeah.
Yay!
Leroy wins.
I feel less guilty.
I
Which is
assume I
convenient
hit.
in itself.
Yeah. 10 damage.
Yep. I keep singing.
Alrighty.
Are you singing Let It Go?
Let it go.
I'm gonna run up and smack it with my great pan.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
There we go.
Is that it?
No, sadly, a 10 does not hit.
I'm so sad.
The first monster we can't just always hit.
Right.
Alright, left-handed hummingbird.
Oh, me. Right. Well, I suppose since I'm here, I'll stab it. Maybe?
At first, everyone thinks it's
I'll
the
try.
terrifying monster. Now everyone's just in front of its face.
Yeah. Feeling a little guilty. Okay. And since that went well, I'll try stabbing again. Sweet. I'm good. Granny, would you like to rage some more?
Dear Twitch, don't autoplay video.
Okay, Granny Fenry's just gonna go ham again. Didn't even need to reckless attack that time.
Three attacks. So that's 2 hands and a foot.
Yeah, pretty much. Just kicking the face of the monster. Okay, Eerie, just whack it.
Double tap time.
You see the head of Elford just sort of reach out in a screaming visage, and you just smash it in twice. It is looking significantly harmed. And the frostbitten horror is just going to look at the cat that keeps stabbing it and is going to try and bite it.
Fair. Nope.
And a 14 misses. It's just gonna flail its limbs again.
Fair. Ooh, good
And I'm assuming a
job.
26 and a 20 both hit you.
Yes. Well done.
He finally gets to damage us.
I am going to take half damage on the 10. 5.
It looks happy that it has been able to harm you in even the slightest way.
Yeah, I'm not looking so hot either. Should not have bit that carrot.
Mayo, it is your turn.
That's the most significant damage the party has taken, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
The most significant damage you guys have taken is
And I
from
dodged half of
biting
it.
a carrot.
Yes. Yes, and I
This is
couldn't dodge it.
D&D.
Stupid, chaotically curious cat.
Imagine what would have happened if you ate the carrot.
Yeah, that's why I just took a bite.
Just this thing flesh bursting out.
Ah.
Okay, Mail, what are you doing?
I'm going to hit it again. Actually, no. I'm going to... Let me think here. Do. I'm going to Spirit Shroud. Alright, as my bonus. And then hit it.
All right. Make your two attack. Your singular attack. All right, that'll hit. And does it deal radiant, necrotic, cold, or cold damage?
Fire.
That is not on the list.
Yeah, it is.
Extra fire is from the flame blade.
Oh, okay. Let's do necrotic.
Just let me see one thing. All right. And cake.
Going
Unless you've
to
got a thing to do as a bonus action. No, wait, then you just use it. Sorry.
Yep.
Go ahead. Kate.
Great Pan for the monster.
Attack. You no longer have elemental weapon because you are blessing people.
Oh, that's right. So just 6 damage then.
Yep, just the 6. Hummingbird.
All right. So one would think that I would just go stabby, but discretion being the better part of valor, I will use my bonus action to disengage. And then I will move backwards about there. And then I will drink a potion of healing, which is 2d4 plus 4.
This is.
Sorry?
You know what the fun parts of this is?
What?
When you forget that you've given monsters feats,
Whoopsie dude.
Oh no.
such as Sentinel.
Oh no.
Yes, this thing was supposed to have minions. It did not. But it can attack you when you're disengaging.
Yeah.
Does it 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
Finally, it hits with
Yeah.
something.
Okay, so I'm dodging the cold, or do I dodge all
You
of
dodge
it?
the entire thing.
Okay, so that is 16, so I take 8.
And can you please make me a strength saving throw?
Really? Okay, strength save. Oh, that's good. Plus 0.
You are swallowed.
Oh, son of a gun. If I am swallowed,
Yes.
does that mean I'm restrained?
Yes.
But does that mean that I can still swallow my healing potion?
Yes.
Oh, good. Lovely. We'll do that then. 2d4. So 5 plus 4 is 9. Healing. I'll just add that over here. Okay. And I will take my healing potions down to 1. Thank you for the extra healing potion. I will be drinking it. I will give you the 50 gold later. Hopefully. All right. That's the end of my turn. That ended well.
And Granny's just going to look up at it and just start screaming, "You let go of that little cat thing now! Let go of Fluffles!" You get the feeling Granny never caught your names.
That's totally fine. She can call
She's
me
got a
Fluffles.
known mind. She's my grandmother.
Nobody else can call me Fluffles. Granny can call me Fluffles.
It is now Erie's turn.
Having my original idea for this turn swallowed, I'm gonna double tap him.
Okay. I am afraid, because it is now at very low health,
Right?
but it is not dead.
Oh, Yeah.
It's in the single digits, I'll tell you that.
okay.
It's going to try to bite Erie.
Run away.
And 18 hits? Correct?
Yes. Exactly.
And can you make me a strength saving throw?
Please don't let it get crowded in here. Nice.
So it tries to bite down on you and succeeds, and then it goes to toss you in the air, and you just grab onto two of the icicles that it has for teeth and are doing that weird thing where someone balances in the mouth of a giant monster. So you're doing that.
Does that mean I can see daylight?
Yes, you can see daylight, and you can just
Sweet.
see Eerie silhouetted in the distance.
Eerie, come get me.
And can you make me a con saving throw, by the way?
Sorry, me?
Yes.
Oh, well, I suppose if I have to.
It is because you're in its stomach.
We just have to kill all
Yes.
4 cold damage.
And can I dodge that? No. Okay. All right.
I believe you already dodged it for this round.
I did already dodge for this round. And I was being facetious because I don't think I could dodge it anyway.
Oh, maybe?
Isn't it?
I would have to read on rogues. I do not play a lot of rogues.
Right. Yeah.
Male, it is now your turn.
Let us try to hit it again.
A 24 will hit it. So you poke into it, and you're like, ha-ha! And then you see it start to swell.
Oh!
And there's a loud... as the entire creature just explodes in a burst of blue ichor that's freezing cold to the touch, but not harmful. And you can see what looks like snow quickly forms all over those splashed by it. And it is
Which is
dead.
pretty much all of us, right?
And I'm
It's everybody.
and I'm covered
And
in
the
the
cat is
goo.
completely covered.
And I'm freaking out because I'm a cat. And I'm covered in goo.
And you're resisting the urge to lick. Don't lick.
Yes.
Don't lick. Don't lick.
Yeah. Yeah.
The carrot hurt bad. Don't lick. Don't lick.
That's exactly it.
Go ahead and go give Hummingbird a hand up, and at the same time cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Thank you so much.
Everyone's done a great job.
Thank you, Granny.
Does anyone want some cookies? I've been baking as you were fighting the mean guys.
Can I have some hot chocolate, please, Granny?
Yes.
There's an additional +4 on that.
Oh, thank you. Does anybody know
So did
prestidigitation?
some knitting last night.
I can mend.
Yes, Granny? What have you been knitting?
I've been knitting mittens.
And Granny will reach into her pack and show you all various sets of multicolored mittens, which look oddly magical in their weave. You can see slight runic symbols on them.
All right.
Can you link them?
I don't
Are you
have the
trying?
link.
Oh! Hold on.
By the way, this is something that Ku wanted me to make part of this. And I would like to give special
Oh.
thanks and apologies to those who have been kind enough to be a part of the zombie chorus, which is Officer Max, Officer Gustytail, Demonican, Mimith, and Mimith are those who contributed their voices.
Well done,
And
guys.
I also
if-
had a few of the voices as well.
I don't know how to post it, but I did send it to your Discord. Is there a way I can post this?
I got it.
It's from Grevin, correct?
Or
I got
maybe-
it. Give me a moment. Here we go. Just give it a second. You each get a pair of mittens of redistribution.
Very socialist of you. I appreciate it very much.
So
Being Canadian and all.
I'll scratch my head looking at them and remove the left gauntlet, revealing the stump.
Well then.
Oh dear. Do you want me to make a stump glove?
No, it'll be okay.
All right.
Yeah, Gusty wanted me to just give this to someone as a magic item. And anyone who knows about, well, the whole cold damage thing that you've been fighting against kind of can see why I did not want to give it to somebody.
Too early.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's resistance against cold attacks and charisma stuff. And everyone gets one use of healing word.
No, that's a choice. You have one power. One of them you have to choose.
Fair enough, but there's still the whole each member gains one use of healing word.
Yeah.
Which is essentially like, oh yeah, your entire party is now a healer now.
But I just thought that these mittens look like something that people in this region would actually wear.
It's
And that
true.
was a fair enough point, and very true.
Alrighty, so we circumvented the DM's plan. We killed the big bad guy with very little craziness. And the town is
Damage
saved.
came from eating a carrot.
Yep. The most
Sorry.
deadly thing in the entire lands of the North.
Sorry.
The carrot.
Further proof that vegetables are dangerous.
Oh god!
Very. My husband would agree with that.
Yes.
Not feed a carrot to your cat.
And resting
Yes.
upon the ground a few feet away is a half-eaten carrot.
I fireball it. No.
No! I go back and hide inside the town.
Granny makes all of you warm hot chocolate, gives you all cookies, and goes back to being her tiny self.
Do I see a newly installed mailbox? No.
No, you see what used to be a mailbox. It is currently a destroyed wreck that is spread across 40 different tiles within a half-mile radius.
Okay.
You blew up our mailbox?
Someone did at some point.
Well, we haven't had contact with anyone in what, 3 months, you said?
Yep.
I heal myself for 1 point. Yay, healing
You
one.
feel very motivated.
Yes,
Love's made you feel so nice and warm.
it's true. Thank you. This was really sweet.
You're welcome,
Sorry.
Fluffles.
Sorry, I messed everything up, Granny.
You didn't mess anything up, Fluffles.
And Granny just pats you on the head.
Only Granny. I'm raising a finger to all of you and shaking it. Only Granny.
You also see in the corner of a room is a really old tabby cat
Oh boy.
that just is looking at Granny and looking at you with what appears to be confusion.
Okay. Sorry, cat. This was very fun and very well needed. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for putting up with the horror that is me trying to run a bunch of really small enemies. And only now remembering the swarm mechanic exists.
That's always the way of it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, I think Dusk needs 3 cheers because he did awesome.
Indeed. This is the first
Very.
I have actually been in a game with him, and as you can see, he's very patient and was extremely helpful to me in getting everything set up.
Yeah, and I apologize, I did not try to play test many of the monsters. The Frostbitten Horror probably could have been a bit more chunky.
Well, we did wake it up early and, take a nibble out of its nose.
Yeah. Gosh, players circumventing the DM's plans? Who ever heard of
Right?
Gasp! Yeah, it has the equivalent statistics of the correct CR, just not the health. So it was easily circumvented and murdered.
We got it when it was still a baby.
Oh god, now I killed a baby.
Not the mama.
A baby Eldritch Horror, but do we ever figure out what it was that was creating that thing?
The nose, right?
Yeah, but who did it? Was it some leftover from the wars? Can we tell anything about where that? What
You have no idea. That might be a story for another time.
Woohoo.
So we killed it too soon, so there's no way to tell where it came from and whose plan it was.
Well, you could always try and ask some of the corpses.
We can try that for another day. I think we are good to go here, Dusk.
Yeah, it's our time. We actually finished on time. Who ever heard of such thing?
That never happens.
Yeah, I realized it would have taken too long, so I let things happen.
And that's normal. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. Everyone watching, I see we got a couple people there. Y'all have fun. I do have a nice send-off. You know, remember, if it harms no one, do it. Protect the weak from the strong. And right now, please take care of each other. Wear a mask. I'd curse, but this is going to go on AIE.
Yeah, please don't. I don't want to make my husband mad.
Hey,
Bye.
everybody. Sounds like you guys are wrapping up. I've been in and out. Seems like it's been a fun session. What do you think? How'd it go?
More. We want more.
Yeah, that's always the way with D&D.
They bullied my monster.
We totally
I saw
we
that.
pulled them out early. Then we ate its nose, and there was problems.
I heard Duskmire very very sad about his monster crumbling before the might of the adventuring characters in its way. Yeah, excellent.
Rose once said, "Too soon."
And
Well,
we've
we've
got